on February 14, 278 BC, in the vibrant Greek city of Syracuse on the island of Sicily, a child was born who would grow to become one of the greatest minds of the ancient world. His name was Archimedes. Now, ancient sources don't record the exact day with modern certainty, but tradition places his birth around this time. What truly matters isn't the specific hour, but the extraordinary life that followed. Archimedes grew up in a world shaped by geometry, keen observation, and the power of reason. Syracuse was a wealthy, independent, and strategically vital city-state, standing at a crossroads of Greek, Roman, and Carthaginian influence. From a very young age, Archimedes displayed a remarkable talent for numbers and logic. He traveled to Alexandria, the intellectual heart of the Hellenistic world, to study mathematics before returning to Syracuse, where he would spend the majority of his life. Unlike many prominent thinkers of his time, Archimedes had little interest in politics. He avoided public office and lived a simple life, dedicating himself almost entirely to the pursuit of pure thought. His work completely transformed the field of mathematics. He calculated the value of pi with an accuracy that was unheard of. He developed methods to measure the area and volume of complex shapes like spheres, cylinders, and cones, laying the groundwork for calculus centuries before it was formally invented. Archimedes proved that mathematics could describe the physical world with astonishing precision. But he wasn't just a theorist locked away in thought. He was a master of applying science to the real world. When Syracuse was under threat, he designed ingenious war machines to defend his home city. Imagine giant levers capable of overturning enemy ships, powerful catapults with adjustable ranges, and complex mechanical systems that could multiply a person's strength. Legend even speaks of an array of mirrors that could focus sunlight to set Roman ships on fire. Story debated by historians, but one that perfectly captures his formidable reputation as an inventor. Of course, there is one story that has come to define his very name. The king of Syracuse had a problem. He suspected a goldsmith had cheated him by mixing silver into a supposedly pure gold crown. He tasked Archimedes with figuring it out without damaging the crown. The solution came to him, as the story goes, while he was taking a bath. He noticed that the water level rose as he got in, and realized that the amount of water displaced was related to his body's volume. This gave him a way to measure the crown's density and exposed the fraud. Overjoyed by his breakthrough, he supposedly leaped from the bath and ran through the streets shouting, "Eureka! Eureka!" which means, "I have found it." This single moment encapsulates a principle that is still fundamental to physics today. His discoveries laid the foundations for hydrostatics, engineering, and the very concept of mathematical proof. Yet, Archimedes never sought fame. He wrote for other mathematicians, not for the general public. He believed that truth was something to be demonstrated through logic, not simply announced. His life came to a tragic end in 212 BC, during the Roman siege and capture of Syracuse. Ancient accounts tell us that a Roman soldier found him completely absorbed in a geometric problem, drawing figures in the sand. When the soldier ordered him to come along, Archimedes refused to be disturbed. His final words are said to have been a protest not for his own life, but for the integrity of his work. Rome conquered the city of Syracuse that day, but they could not conquer the ideas Archimedes left behind. His writings survived, passed down through generations of Greek scholars, preserved and expanded upon by brilliant Islamic mathematicians, and rediscovered by Renaissance scientists like Galileo and Newton, who saw him as a giant on whose shoulders they stood. February 14th to 78 BC marks the start of a life devoted not to power or wealth, but to understanding the universe. He was a man who showed us that the world could be measured, reasoned with, and ultimately known. An ancient mind whose influence continues to shape our modern world in countless ways. Thanks for watching. Join us tomorrow for another story from the deep past. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.